Earlier this year, all the housing experts were screaming, housing crash 2020. But that's not the trend. Welcome, my name is Andy Elliott. I live and work in Williamson County, Tennessee, and on my channel I'm going to show you how to buy low, sell high, and navigate real estate easily. So far, 2020 has been a train wreck for everything but real estate. Understandably, the predictions for the housing market's demise was loud and constant once the pandemic took hold. And back in March and April, admittedly, things did not look good. But instead, here we are in September, median home prices are $320,000. For comparison, back in March, that number was $280,000. Here's real estate trend number one. In April, house prices grew by a tiny 0.6% compared to last year. That's down from 4% in March, clearly because of the full stop the country made. But by the third week of May, we were right back to 3%. And here it is September, we're at 4.25%. That really is astonishing. For sellers, this trend could mean a nice profit. Good for you. And you've probably heard of multiple offers and houses selling crazy fast. Don't let those stories fool you. This is happening to those houses that are prepared well and priced right. Remember, you have to compete and beat houses like yours that are vying for the buyer's attention. And it's just like Dave Ramsey says, an overpriced home will sit unsold in a good market just like a bad one. Pretty smart guy. Go ahead and expect to get a lowball offer from somebody, but here's my point. Do not be afraid to wait for the right one to come along, because it will. In the spirit of real estate simplified, let's just call it like it is. Housing is expensive, it just is. And the way the trends are going, they're going to be more expensive next year. Here's my advice. Find out how much house you can actually afford and stick to the plan, no matter how much pressure you feel watching others snap up homes like it's a game show. FOMO, or fear of missing out, is going to get a lot of people in trouble down the road. Don't let that happen to you. If you don't have 10% down, think carefully about buying. I'd suggest you keep saving until you do. And when it comes to finding the house you really want, if the price is too high, you might have to consider trading some of your love-to-haves for must-haves. If you'll do this, you can upgrade when your savings and your income increases, and down the road, you'll be in much better shape financially. Mortgage rates have been low for quite a while now, and some at historically low levels. And the Fed said just the other day they don't have any plans of raising the rates anytime soon. What low interest rates means for buyers is they're motivated to buy sooner rather than later. But if there's an uptick in rates, you'll see a pause in activity, and the reason is because we're used to these crazy low numbers. So knowing that, if you see the rates go up a bit, be prepared to wait it out a little longer. But rest assured, there's plenty of high quality, well-prepared buyers for your home. Just let them come to you. With mortgage rates being as low as they are, it's hard to not be excited about buying a place. And there are those who say there's only one loan to consider, a 15-year loan. But the simple truth is not everybody fits in that bucket. For buyers, there's a ton of options. And if you'll do this one thing, I think you'll be all right. Keep your monthly mortgage payment as close to 25 or 30% of your take-home pay as possible. Much more than that, it's going to be cutting it kind of close. It's 100% up to you, but there's just something to consider. The lion's share of buyers last year were millennials, 38%. Born between 1980 and 1998, these tech-savvy and Google-powered research pros know the internet. These are sharp individuals. 98% of millennials start their search online, so make sure your listing pictures scream quality. 78% of millennials found and ultimately decided to purchase their home on their phone. Can you imagine the largest purchase most of us are ever going to make, and that decision being made on a screen this size? According to the stats, millennials are much more concerned about commute distance and schools than they are square footage. So in your listing, highlight location, location, location over that square footage. And when it comes to features, statistics say they like laundry rooms, they like garage storage, patios, and walk-in pantries. So if you're thinking about doing upgrades, if you'll focus on those things, the millennials will love you for it. As a professional, I can't stress this enough. Decide clearly what you want in a home up front. If you're married, you both have to agree to that list. If you don't start with a clearly defined type of house that you're after, it'll wear you out. Create a game plan and stick to it. You'll be glad. Home sellers, if you're not in a rush to sell, don't. Just have somebody send you your home value every quarter or so. Kind of keep an eye on the market. But if you live in a place that's normally kind of a tough sell location, consider putting that on the market. With low inventory and competition like it is, people are forced to rethink their location. If you're a buyer, now is the time to make hay if you're not in a hurry. Save like crazy. Get ready for that home purchase down the road. This is perfect timing for you. These trends are astonishing because it seems like the housing market is immune to everything that's going on. And as far as a crash, though, nobody ever really knows. Nobody is getting those signals. Be sure to watch my video, How Not to Sell Your Home and Solving the Down Payment Puzzle. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Talk to you soon.